Hello, everyone. I'm very glad to have you around me this afternoon. Okay, it's still morning time because this is just about 17 minutes past on the hour of 10 a.m. West Africa. My name is AK Optimist Amechi, one of the many voices that have been talking about TBC. In fact, one of the many active participants in TBC community that is doing the best he can, along with greater many others who are also doing the same thing. So today, being the 26th day of March 2020, September 2020, I am glad to welcome you to this brief presentation because I always like to discuss and talk about what I know. And what I know about TBC is always, motivating enough, okay? I feel motivationally strong to talk about it because we have enough to talk about TBC, especially now that so many things continue to happen. And then we don't need to allow people who don't understand it to just go about saying what they don't understand. It's just showing that they don't know what they are talking about. So I am glad to have you here. I am glad to have you because I'll be taking you through the back office of TBC and especially exposing you to the latest happenings in the community. But may I use this very opportunity to acknowledge some special people here in the TBC community. You talk about Hudaya from Israel, from UK. You talk about Tindi the Tibishan. You talk about Kufre from Cross River. You talk about Mofo. You talk about great many others. But then, whenever we have to say anything about TBC, we don't, for any reason, want to miss the acknowledgement of Chris Kringle, the able admin of TBC. He has been indeed a wonderful person all through. He's a well-to-do man in terms of having enough resources to carry on with the project to see it to remain great. And again, we don't want to excuse me, yeah, folks. So as I was saying, I want people to truly appreciate the great and special people who have been working hard to make sure that TBC stand and remain what it is. We cannot for any reason forget the able man, ambassador, the great man in the community, Derek, his ambassador, and his wife. And also we recognize people like Stephen Coffey, another ambassador from the United States of America. So when we talk about TBC, we are always, we are always excited considering the level of people, the caliber of people that surround us and what has been happening within TBC community. So folks, I want to clearly, have some little time with you while we discuss about this, and then we talk about the need for us to get going and do the right thing that has always kept us working steadily. Okay? So, as we continuously do what we do in TBC community, we discover that many people are not following up. It's true that we have so many things that take our time, but when you see something that makes more sense compared to what you've been doing, we need to at least give whatever we are doing, give it some time, okay, and see the comparison between what we have been doing and that thing that we find out to be new. And that is talking about TBC opportunity. This is my 4 years in the community, and I must tell you that I don't have any regrets whatsoever. I don't have even the smallest or the tiniest of a regret in TBC community. I don't have it. But it makes me feel sad and discouraged when I see some people who are actually complaining, TBC is that, this and that, the kind of saying different things, just show that, well, they lack commitment in what they're doing. Okay? They're involved with too many things, which nobody can stop you. Nobody has the right to stop you. Nobody has the right to stop you from whatever you're doing. But the point is this: don't go about talking about of what you don't know, because I just take it that way, that people don't know, because if you know, you'll not be saying what you don't know. Okay? It's just a question that you have some little misconception about what we are doing in TBC. And that shouldn't give you the reason to go about talking, you know, distracting others, confusing yourself, telling others what is untruth about TBC. So we shouldn't just focus on that area. Another thing that makes me mad at times is that when I hear some people talking about TBC admin, calling him names, it still borders on the fact that they don't know actually what they are doing. Because when it comes to transparency, when it comes to honesty, when it comes to, in fact, being plain to run and manage a firm, TBC admin, we are always giving him thumb up for those who really understand what he's doing. But for those who don't know, please, I say, try to step up your level of understanding and know what is happening there. TBC is 4 years, getting to the 5th year. And so many people are still calling it scam, in the sense that, does scam last? Does scam do half of what TBC is doing? And I still go about saying what they don't know. So let's not concentrate on that, but it's always good to get people to understand that once you don't know something, don't go about disgracing yourself. Don't go about showing how shallow-minded you are. Okay? People want to make it now or never. They want it now. And that is where the problem lies. They'll tell you, hey, TBC is taking long. I can't. It's just comparable to saying something of this nature, that, okay, this, for the fact that you have this very scenario, you are building an upstairs, not just a decking, but many-story building. Many-story building that can, let's say, 10, 15 up and out and more. And somebody will come and tell you that, look, you are wasting your time, giving your resources, taking your time to commit to all these things. Do you know the time you are using to build these story buildings, the time you are using to commit to building this gigantic structure is more than enough for you to use to get small huts, build small huts here and there. There and there, you have little huts being built. And I'll tell you that you don't need to continue wasting your time with TBC. That TBC is not spendable. TBC is not this, because they don't know what is happening. They don't fully understand. What they want is now or never. But it just shows clear that they don't understand what is happening there. Because if they do, they will commit even their resources to make sure that the structure we are putting up in TBC stand. Because TBC is coming up, it's already out. Because compared to whatever, all these small little programs here and there that people are jumping on, it's just about distractions. They are getting distracted. And again, they are just after money and what it can buy. But what actually motivates me thinking much about TBC community is that even the admin is not just after money. Even the recent issue happening around the world today about the pandemic and every other thing, sometimes he didn't get much time to talk about it, to let people know what is happening. But other promoters of different currencies, they say they are wasting their time. What do they have to do with what is happening? But may I tell you that there is always the big difference between doing things in a hurry and that doing the same thing in a way that it actually, lasts long. There is a difference between doing it hurriedly and doing it the way it's supposed to be done. So I've seen interesting development in TBC lately, and it's part of what motivates me to talk about it now, because for some time now, you have not been seeing me talking about TBC on the, compared to my regular videos on TBC. Every TBCian, every diehard TBCian, these days, they are actually very, very busy. They are busy. It's just as one time we bring out time to talk about what we know, and that helps to clear some misconceptions of people who are blindly walking around, giving wrong impression about TBC, giving it bad name, giving it the times that doesn't fit it. But it's just to show that they don't know what they're doing. So I am comfortable with TBC, and I repeat, ask Amechi about TBC. What do you want to know about TBC? And I'll let you know. I'll give you the reasons why you have to give it your time. I'll give you reasons why it is more than any other business opportunity you can talk of online. So people need to get their thinking right. People need to understand that what they are clamoring for, if they are, focused enough, they'll be able to see everything, even more in TBC opportunity. Another thing that people fail to understand is this. What you are doing, even to make money, don't forget that your dignity as a person is also attached to it. I'll be the last person that comes to tell you about something and feel happy that that thing is not working, but I have already made money. I'll say, okay, no problem, now we have collapsed. You see many people today who are going out around giving TBC bad impression, bad names, telling that TBC is gone, TBC has collapsed. Those are the people who actually scammed people. Those are the fraudulent initial entrance in TBC community who confused others and tell them, come, very soon TBC will be this, TBC will be that. They lack vision. They only counted, they're nourished, okay? They fed fat through ignorance of people out there. And when you go out there and tell somebody about TBC, that person will look at you as a thief. Because those early people who promoted TBC, they did it wrongly. They were actually looking for what they would eat. They scam people. In a week, they make millions of naira from people, millions of dollars from people, just to give TBC bad name. And when you tell them anything about TBC today, they will even go about, giving you reasons why TBC is not real, why TBC is scam. But if TBC is a scam, can we be having what we're having in TBC today? Does scam last 1, 2, 3, 4, even getting to the 5th year and continuing? Does scam do that? Does scam support businesses around the world? Does scam take time to feed the poor, reaching out for the less privileged? Does scam do so many things that we see in TBC community today? When people lack knowledge, let them openly say that they lack knowledge, okay? And if you've been scammed by those people who actually stole your money, all in the name of TBC, I'm telling you to calm down. Try to find out, even from us, trying to discover that TBC is quite different from what was projected to you to be it. Because those ones, the mentality of building and crashing program, that is what they are known for. They build a program, they manipulate coins, they just say very soon now this coin is going to hit the market, and by the time it hits market, it will go to $2, it go to $10, it go to $20, and people will jump in because people want everything for nothing. Sometimes it's greed, pure greed, that leads people to lose money. And when they lose money, they start looking for who to blame it on. But when you're giving them something that actually takes time and gets to where it's going, they will never listen to you. And they also forget the fact that, excuse me, for them to have gotten to where they are today, they forgot that there was a time they were just shapeless and formless cell in their mother's womb. Okay? And that it took time, even 9 months or thereabout, for them to grow to a baby and were giving birth to. There were nothing but that little toddler, that little child, that crying baby in their mother's hand. Don't forget that it took time for them to grow and become what they see today to be themselves. So everything that lasts, everything that is reasonable, everything that is good takes time to grow. But people don't want it that way. They want it now or never. Just tell them, hey, this business, once you invest a certain amount, between the next 45 minutes, between the next 20 minutes, it will double. That is what people want, and nothing ever happens that way. If it does happen, they're just using that to, it doesn't happen because even those who got it are just their members, okay? Like if I'm involved in those promoters of fake programs, I will make deposit. Before you know it, I will now share testimony to people that, yeah, I deposited 20,000 and now I got him 40,000, or I put 50,000 now I got him 100,000, and people will now say, hey, yes, Amechi have done this and he has gotten, not knowing that Amechi is part of those people who are scamming people. They will not, because of me, and then people start trooping, putting their money, and only for it to go because I was not being fair, I was not being honest. I am part of those people who are scamming people. And that's the way they do it. So if you are in their group, they just say, hey, they'll just be in a, this is internet world. This is internet. You can be in a room and confuse those people who are gullible, those who are greed, those who are. It makes me sad when I realize that some people are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Some people hide behind the screen and are confusing people, taking their money, thinking that it's going to go well for them. But may I tell you, if you go scamming people and thinking that that money will be useful for you, it's a lie. It's just like you're putting money inside a leaking pocket. And may I also tell you another thing you don't know. Those of you who go about talking about TBC and at the same time expecting that there will be succeeding in TBC, you badmouth TBC, and at the same time you come up and claim that you are benefiting from TBC in a way. Because why I'm saying this is that there are people who are just evilly inclined. All they do is this. What did they do? They will know actually that this is a nice program, but because of their evil mind, okay, because of their evil mind to belong to something that is godly inclined, they will continue to deceive people, okay, by building and crashing different programs, associating with those people who are known to be, broad-day robbers, only that they don't go with God. They go with keyboard, computer keyboard, creating, manipulating system here and there. So some of those people are actually still benefiting from bounty collector in TBC. And they're telling you, we are for the poor ones. How will TBC continue to go this way? Can't we make something? We are for the poor ones. And that is that impression, they try to capture people's, emotionally. They will welcome to say, look, TBC is that, TBC is that. But indirectly, they're busy collecting bounty from TBC. Gosh. It makes me sad when I see what I am having in TBC community, and when I see some people who are also, not because of ignorance, but sometimes outright wickedness, just because admin does not yield to them to crash TBC and let them go away free with people's money that they have scammed, accumulated over time. Because once it is crashed, it's okay, well, we actually promoted this, but now you never knew it wasn't like that, because that is what they are used to, build program and crash it. And when they build, they also know that this thing doesn't have future, but they will manipulate in a way that people, hey, this one is the latest in town. I don't need to mention, there are many of them, and people are continually falling victim to all those rubbish stuffs. At the end of the day, they still come back with a wounded pocket, wounded body. So I never know that this thing was like this. But folks, I'm just telling you that what I'm seeing in TBC, it may not be quick as some people want it, but to me, well, it's only when you don't understand what you're doing. It's only when you kind of limit your ability to succeed in any given thing. I've seen people who are busy jumping here and there looking for that magic paying buttons. And we are there today. Become a jumper and turn begging. So let me just take time to share my screen, because we'll be looking at some interesting feature of TBC community lately. Okay. So you're looking at my dashboard here. This is my KCBO dashboard. And what actually made me to want to show this is this. Okay. Look at this. Look at the new program beginning on October 2020. Everything is going to change in TBC for good. Well, there are people who are complaining that 8 grains of gold is actually too much for them to be paying. And the admin actually does listen. So here is your referral registration. Okay. Okay, that's just a kind of a referral registration this week, which is still 0, the kind of. But now, look at the program, Billionaire program. We have Billionaire program in TBC now. We have the benefits. We have Millionaire, we have the benefits. We have Startup program, we have the benefits. What is the benefit? All those things stand to be corrected. I mean, all those things stand to be clearly spelled out for people to understand. So, as a starter, you are having one referral that pays 2 grains of gold, which is about $8.12. You get half of that. Then on the second month, for instance, on the second month, for instance, you have 2 referrals that paid this. You took out of your pocket $8.12. That is, you invited somebody, a referral pay, and you got this. Then the second month, you go with nothing. How do you go with nothing? Because you've gotten this money. Actually, you've gotten the 8.12 because you have 2 referrals that paid, and that gave you your initial investment, your initial money that you used to start the system. So you have to replace the money. So that's why we're putting this 0 here. Okay. So the third month, you come with this. You come with this. Just look at how it is geared. The same thing. If we are on the Millionaire program, because this one is starter program. Okay, this is especially for the newcomers beginning October 2020. So the 4 grain Millionaire program, that is about $16.24. So monthly cost. Okay, just take time to go through all this. Then the Billionaire program, the monthly cost is $32.48. So this price is here doesn't just because Bitcoin fluctuates. Okay, so but what is this ladder? When you are climbing, when you are walking, you have to climb rung by rung. So you climb from 2 starter program to Millionaire program, then to a Billionaire program. How are they spelled out? Let me read it out here. The Billionaire program. This costs 8 grains. That is about $32 thereabouts in a month. And late payment are settable up till 90 days before TBC coins need to be returned back to the admin wallet. So here we are showing, this is what people don't understand. Here we are talking about commitment to whatever we are doing. Now, you want to become a billionaire. We are not talking about those people, hey, I want to be a billionaire, and kind of commitment is all about what it means. What you need to have, you need to learn how to protect it. And now we are talking about that you need to pay this monthly, and late payments are acceptable up till 90 days. Now, if you say you are doing something, some people will try to give you this. What if I pay on the first month, and then after even the 90 days that you are giving, I don't see any other money to pay? That means that shop, that work, whatever you are doing, you work in different way, in different place, and then get the expenses from another source to pay for it. Is that work going? Is that business moving for you? So that you need to change that business. So here in TBC, we've analyzed it here. Look at this very program here. Okay, you started, you get people involved, and when they pay the admin fee, admin is so magnanimous enough that the admin fee comes to him, but in his own good mind, he's actually giving you part of the admin fee. Okay, say take half of it. Take half of the admin fee, even though it's paid to me. I'm using it to run the system, but take part of it at least to remain encouraged. Okay, that's the point. So the benefit of being in the Billionaire program, say unlimited spending in TBC 009 wallet with only one rule: to contact the commissioner if spending exceeds $1,000 a day to prove to the commissioner that this transaction is real and not fraud. TBC is strongly built to prove that it is real. That we say it is my money after all. But hey, we want to retain the price of TBC. We are not ready to play with it, whatever it is, and we are not. The community is also not interested in having their members behave anyhow with money. Okay, So you have to show how responsible you are, because if you are not responsible as a billionaire, they look at you as a mad person. You need to comport yourself. And not those, not those that will be giving money and said, now, hey, the next thing I'll do now is to go and marry a second wife. This is how to do this, how to do that. No. You have to show that we are reasonable with what we're doing. Then another benefit, they collect full 50% Bitcoin bounty from all referrals, regardless of what their ties are, what ties they are on. If their referral pay 8 grand, they get 4. Or if they pay 4, they get 2. Or if they pay 2, they get 1. Simple. And being on that billionaire program enables you to enjoy so many benefits. Look at this. They are placed on the rotator, and collect funding from it monthly as it rotates until all 111,111 rotator positions are filled. And with time, the little you are collecting from the rotator will even run to thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in a month, or even in a year. Okay, you get 100,000 in a year. Is that a bad deal? But this, remember, we are building TBC community. We are building the structure that holds TBC for it, because many things will be coming on board. But it's only those who are committed. It's only those who are patient enough that we see those good things that are coming in TBC community. And again, see, they collect Billionaire Kringle Reward, including the super promo running right now, where they get 100 TBC coin whenever they make their monthly payment of 8 grand. In fact, if I start analyzing all that is here, you will bow. As you are collecting in spendable currency now, that is a fiat currency, so to say, you're also getting well stocked with your TBC. And the time TBC will go fully into the market, many people will regret, why did they not actually jump onto this when it was given to the chance they say have. Now, the Millionaire program costs 4 grains, that is half of the Billionaire program monthly, and late payments accepted up till 90 days before the coin need to be returned back to the admin. I didn't emphasize returning the coin on the Billionaire program. Why is it necessary to be returned? You are showing that the position you have doesn't worth it, because you can't be in TBC and you say you are choosing the top position and now you're not able to maintain it. Then you have to return it, because you are not buying TBC. You cannot buy it. You can't just buy it. Or if you can buy it, come up and buy it. If you can really buy it. Okay? Buy it, then don't bother yourself whether to return it or not. Just buy it outrightly. Spend billions. Bring over 3-point-something billion naira, and then to buy one TBC. Okay? And know whether somebody will take it away from you. But showing that you are making commitment, you are just paying the program fee of 8 grains, which is equivalent to $32. Does that give you right over a coin that is worth over 3 billion, or worth over 12 and 13 million dollars? So it's a gift given to you. So if you don't show that you are capable of maintaining it and holding it, you will return it. That's just the way it goes. But if you stand tall to do what is necessary to maintain it, you benefit maximally. And that is the good thing about here in TBC community. So the benefit of those on the Millionaire program, your spending limits in a day will not be more than $500. And this is hard-coded into their TBC wallet during the distribution phase of TBC. Collect 50% in Bitcoin bounty from only the referrer on their same tie or below them. So if the referrer pay 8 grand, they get 2. If they get 4, they get 2. If they pay 2, they get 1. So that is it. They collect Billionaire Kringle Rewards, which will not include the super promo running right now, where they would have collected 100 TBC coin by making the monthly payment of 8 grand. Millionaire Kringle Rewards tend to be 1,000 times less, up to a maximum distribution total of 0.9999999 TBC within the distribution phase. So it's up to you. Then startup program costs $2,000 monthly, but they can't collect any kind of Kringle reward. All they get is the gifts. The benefit appearing to them is that they can spend, they have spending limits of $100 a day. And this is hard coded in their TBC wallet during the distribution phase of TBC. So collect 50% in Bitcoin Bounty from only the referral on their ties, on their tire. So if the referrals pay $8,000, they get $1,000. If they pay $4,000, they get $1. If they pay $2,000, they get $1. So that is no Kringle rewards. They don't have any other thing apart from that gift that we're giving to them. The only benefit is that the spending limit is this 100 a day. So for those who are coming freely, they'll take time to build up. So here we are talking concerning the need. If you are climbing a ladder, so all those people who will be coming on board TBC as from October 2020, let them be ready that this is the high goal. If they want to start with $8,000, let them keep to it. And they have up to 90 days expiration period to work their way through. So we are doing this. Look at the super promo in 2020. So in fact, there are so much that is happening in the community. So much that when we take time to actually understudy what we have, we are always appreciative. And then look at this again. Let me see if I can open this to another. I'm going to merchant location. Into merchant location. Let me say, for instance, let me say Nigeria, for instance. I want to search. I don't know why I usually have this challenge whenever I want to, you know. Okay, let's say Lagos, for instance. Sometimes I don't usually know why this merchant has per site. Okay, let me search through the merchant location using my KCBO. Okay, marketing, merchant lists, merchant referrals. Come here. Let me try using Nigeria. Anyway, I don't know why it is not opening, but I was just trying to kind of open what TBC is actually doing for people around the world. What should at least shut people's mouth, shut their mouth up, because some are busy saying that TBC is scam, TBC is that. But when you calculate all the good things that TBC is doing, you will not have the mouth to ever think of saying what you don't know about TBC. Okay? Look at the goodwill of TBC. We have so many things that will actually keep us motivated doing TBC and helping people to understand it. Check through here. You will see the wonderful things that TBC are actually doing and what they promise to continue doing. Look at the pictures of what they have done to people in a way to benefit them. You look at they've been in the hospital, they've been in schools, they've been in communities just to feed them and give them free. In fact, people just need to appreciate and realize that we in TBC community, we are not just there to make mouth, but we are there to really prove to the world that what we are doing and what we are helping people to actually understand is that we have the best opportunity. And people, for no reason, should go about saying what they don't know. Take your time to understudy and follow through and know the importance of what you are doing. So I really appreciate your time for watching this very video. Take your time to share and like and let others, those who are coming onto TBC, let them know that what they're doing is something great, not what those who don't know what they're talking about is talking or telling them. So be patient and work your way through. Try to understand. If you don't understand, ask questions. When you ask questions, you'll be properly educated. I appreciate you. I remain my humble self, aka Optimist Amechi. Abechi, remain blessed. Bye for now.